Namaste. Namaste, and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. My name is Evalena, and it's a great privilege, a great honor to be right here, right now, practicing with you. The great teacher Thich Nhat Hanh calls mindfulness a miracle. He actually wrote this text, The Miracle of Mindfulness. And what is miraculous about it is that when we cultivate inner contentment, when we work to find some peace inside of ourselves, supreme joy arises. Supreme joy arises. And it happens organically. It happens organically when we just pause, when we come into this present moment. All things are possible, right? This is mindfulness. So let's begin. We start with the physical body. We start right here and now. So I am in a cross-legged position today. This pose is called the Siddhasana. I have one leg in front of the other. You're welcome to take an easy seat. This is called Sukhasana. How about a seat in your chair, or you're just kind of push yourself away from your desk, and sitting in your work chair, wherever you can be seated. Again, this very specific instruction around this practice of mindfulness, of practice of posturing, is to be comfortable and to be steady. So hands down on your thighs, you feel your foundation. Let's begin to flow with breath. So go forward on your in-breath. And as you exhale, round yourself back. I'm rolling my shoulders as I'm doing this. Go forward on your in-breath. Take the breath in through your nose and round yourself back. And just keep flowing like that. And as we're here, right, miraculous things perhaps are happening for you. You recognize areas that feel really open and spacious in your body today. Maybe it's the front of your chest or the back of your hands. Maybe you're starting to feel and sense areas in the body that are a little tight or stiff. As I'm flowing here, I'm really feeling my left hip. What's happening with you in this moment? So keep moving like this. The inhalation, the breath is full, you go forward. The exhalation, the breath is full, you go back. And keep moving like this. Inhale forward and exhaling, rounding and rolling back. Float your arms up, take your arms out, and really extend the arms. Pull them way out of the shoulder socket on the way up there. Up, 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 up. Keep going. See how high you can lift your arms. Pull your ears to your shoulders to your ears, and then slowly start to back away from that. Let the arm bones fall down. You can even cactus your arms here. Elbows come down towards the ribs. Let's go up again. Inhale, rise up. Feel the muscles, feel the bones, pull your shoulders to your ears. And then as you exhale, elbows come down alongside your body. Go again. Inhale, rising up, fill up. Exhale, emptying, elbows here to your ribs. One more time. Inhaling up, we're going to twist left. So turn and twist. Right hand against your thigh, turn and twist. Left shoulder down, spine long, right here now. Breathing in, breathing out. Full breath. This day started very gray today. Now the sun is beginning to peek through the clouds. Come back up to the center, reach up. That's one thing we can count on here. Lift is impermanence, right? Everything's shifting and changing. Turn and twist to the opposite side. Again, notice. Maybe this is the more spacious side for you. Maybe it doesn't feel any different. For me, I'm quite tight here, apparently. Didn't know that in my rib cage. So just observing. Feel your breath, the inhalation, the exhalation, coming back up to center, reach up, full breath. Go ahead and bring your hands together. This is part of the mindfulness practice too. Everything is very intentional. Left hand pushing against the right hand pushing against the left, right here in your center. And then come right through the midline, over your nose, your mouth, your thumbs, your hands meeting your heart center. And let's set an intention for our mindfulness practice today. And trust that you know what that is. Maybe it's to slow down a bit. Maybe it's to pause. to just simply be here now. Everything is okay. Take a deep breath in and empty, empty. You can drop your chin to your chest, release your hands. Go ahead and shrug the shoulders. We're going to transition. We're going to come to stand. So lift yourself up. Get out of your chair if you were in your seat. Moving my props off to the side and starting here. I'm not practicing with the yoga mat today. I happen to be practicing on this beautiful little carpet, so it feels comfortable. It feels safe for me. Make sure the same is true for you. And I like to practice in my bare feet, taking my shoes and socks off. So really helping with the mindfulness. Like we want to be aware of the body. Start at the soles of your feet, pushing down into the ground. Start to lift yourself up and out. So we rooted down firmly like a tree. We talked about a tree last week, right? Moving and flowing, rooting down at the same time you're lifting right up and out. Let's take some sun breaths. Inhale, rise up. The arms are reaching, palms touch at the top. Exhale, flow forward, bending into a forward bend. Let go, let go. Come up halfway, your hands to your shins. You might be a little lower today. Don't know where you are. Legs straight. Exhale, drop back down, rising up with your breath. Lift up the inhalation, arms out to the side. The palms will touch. Exhale, we close the pose. Right hand to left hand. Remember, we're very intentional. Inhale, rise up. Full of breath. Exhale, flow forward. Long spine, release, and let go. Let go. Come up halfway. Stretch and breathe. I like to turn to the side just so you can see the lengthening can happen in the back of the legs, in the spine. Exhale, release right back down. Press into the ground and rise up. Rise up. Palms meet. Send your gaze all the way up between your hands, and then your exhale brings your hands to your heart. Let's go again. Inhale, rise up. Full breath, full breath. Exhale, dive forward, release, release, let go. Come up halfway. Exhale, drop back down, press into the ground, rise up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart, little pause. We build this into the practice of mindfulness. We are typically very, very busy. I don't know about you, but I kind of run through my day, not even jog. Sometimes I'm kind of sprinting from this place to that place. Just slow it down for a moment, just a moment. This is the mindfulness moment, right? Good. Open your eyes, shake out your hands, shake out your legs. Again, physical body. Let's stay with that prayer action. I'm going to bring the prayer back behind me. Palms are touching. Pretty challenging for me in my shoulder. Maybe some of you can turn that prayer up the back, right? Again, this is pretty challenging for me, so I'm going to keep my hands pointed down. Lift your chin and your chest. Lift and lean back. Keep your hands pressing. Step your left foot way forward. Your right foot is back. Stay on the ball of your back foot. We're going to lower and bend both knees, and then inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. One more time. Exhale, bend both knees. Down you go. Inhale, straighten. Ground down through the outer edge of your back foot. Now I turn that foot out. I'm going to widen the front foot. Go ahead and straighten your front leg. We're going to bow forward. We're hinging, not rounding, just hinging out of the waist. Keep pulling your head forward as you pull that left hip back. I'm going to sneak my hand to my left hip and try to engage, try to draw that leg bone back as I lower. As you lower, go ahead and drop your nose to your knee and just bowing forward, this beautiful pyramid shape. Breath is flowing in and breath is flowing out. Look forward, drop your hands down onto the ground. So I've framed my front foot, go into the ball of your back foot, and then go ahead and lift that back leg off the ground. So you can lift it any amount. It can come up halfway, it can come up all the way. Look forward, right? The leg can be in line with your hip. Nice full breaths, good stretch for your hip. Drop your right foot to meet your left foot. You're in a standing forward bend. Let go. Push down into the ground and slowly, gently, mindfully, we're rolling up. So presence in the body. Shrug of the shoulders. Inhaling. Exhaling. Find your prayer in the front heart. Find your prayer in the back heart. Again, push My hands are down. Using your breath, it is the right foot is forward this time. The left foot is back, right foot forward, left foot back. I'm on the ball of the back foot. Bend both knees and straighten. Arms are back behind you. Your prayer is pressing. Exhaling, inhaling. Little bend of your knees. Feel your quads working. Good. Straighten. Ground down through the outer edge of your back foot. So I turned that foot. I pushed it down into the back edge of the foot. Core, chest, it's forward. Go ahead and straighten your front leg. Lean back. Keep your hands in that prayer and hinging again. I'm going halfway. Spine is nice and long and strong. I'm not rounding just yet. Sneak your right thumb to your right hip. Invite that hip to move back as you lower your nose to your knee. Breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead and drop your hands down. You can frame the front foot. Now, in order for me to truly find this shape, I have to step my back foot in a bit. I'm very tight on this side. Just notice breathing. What does it feel like for you this day? You can drop the judgment. I use that very tight. I'm just very strong. I'll say I'm strong. Lift that left leg up. Go ahead. I can come up halfway. You can come up all the way. Maybe it's in line with your hip there. Just reaching. Deep breath in and out. Left foot meets right foot. You're in a standing forward bend. Push down and then gently roll yourself all the way up. Coming slow, coming slow, coming slow. Palms alongside you. Planned pause. We're here now. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, lean back. Exhale, flow forward, drop down into the forward bend. Let go. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling back down. Push into the ground and rise up. Rise up. Palms touch at the top. Exhale, your hands meeting heart center. Let's go again. Inhaling. This is a moving meditation. So, you can dive in. Whatever you need here is on offer, right? Opening up this beautiful posture and series of postures is a full practice. Come up halfway. There's length. You lengthen the long muscles of the body. You're strengthening. Push down. You're in the forward bend and you rise up all the way. At the top, you find a little hint of a back bend. Oh, way back you go, and exhale your hands to your heart. It's almost a complete practice. Inhale, reach up, fill up, stretch and breathe. Breathe into the stretch. Exhale, dive and release. Meditation, moving meditation. Inhaling, full absorption. There's the miracle, right? Push down into the ground, rise up. To be fully absorbed in this moment, body, senses, you're here now. Hands meet your heart. Just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose, empty it out through your mouth. Good. Drop your head, your chin to your chest, and take some rolls of the head. One direction, the other direction. So I said that was almost a complete practice, these sun salutations. Love them, sprinkle them throughout my week. I'm trying to get to as many as I possibly can. It's very, very healing for me. The thing that's missing out of that, go ahead and take a wide stance. So you have forward bend, you have a back bend, you have an inversion, your head is down, you have strengthening. Take your arms out to the side, take your arms out to the side. Use your breath, slip the hands back behind you, bend your knees. You're going to drop down, lift your arms to the sky, and then release your arms down. So this is the part that's missing, right? We twist. So here's a twist. Right hand down, left arm goes up. Deep breathing. Straighten. I like to drop my head sometimes just to open. Full breath in and out. Left hand drops down. Try the right arm up to the sky. Stretch and breathe. So adding a little twisting to those sun salutation, pretty much a complete practice, right? Release, let your head go. There's a miracle to be had, and a miracle to be had. Let your head soften. Straighten left leg, but bend the right. Stick your hips back. I like to keep stretching. I do this a lot as well. A nice wide-legged stance. We get kind of tight in that lower lumbar area. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice full breath in and out. Use your core, bring your hands up onto your thighs. And let's do a little undulation of the spine. So we started this way, right? Kind of flowing forward and back. See what's happening now. Turn your toes out a bit more. Knees are wide. I'm using the help of my hands to keep my legs nice and wide as I drop down into that squat. Right? You don't want your knees tracking inward. If that's happening, just gently push them out. Use your breath, rising back up. Drop your left forearm on your thigh. Right arm goes way up and over. A big side bend, stretch. Keep going with that right arm. Drop it down. Let your right forearm drop onto the left thigh. The left arm goes way up and over. Stretch and breathe. Stretch and breathe. Breathe and stretch. Exhale. Release. Exhale. Upper body soft and relaxed. Here, we do a lot of work with our hands. So you give yourself a little wrist stretch while you're here. I have the back of my hands facing the ground, stretching into the wrists. Good. You can make a fist, push your fist down into the ground, and then even try to break at your wrists, putting the back of your hand, but keep the fist. This also gives you a great stretch into the carpal tunnel area of the wrists, all the ligaments that come through, keeping everything open and spacious. Shake your hands, push your hands onto your thighs, and then gently rise up. Shrug of your shoulders. Good. Heel toe your feet in and stand tall in Tadasana. This moment, mindfulness. So we are in, right? We're kind of organized. We made an attempt to arrive here, right? Whether you're viewing this later, you're here with me in this moment, right? We make an intention to do that. And we can take this mindfulness, we can be intentional every part of our day, right? Any part of our day, right? We're walking. Let's take a little walk. Right foot, left foot, lift up onto the ball, and kind of sink down. So you can play with mindfulness walking, and again, referencing my my dear teacher, right? He's such an amazing teacher. He's no longer with us, Thich Nhat Hanh. Mindfulness. Be mindful when you walk. Be mindful when you talk, right? Maybe you're going to have a little bit to eat after this class. Be mindful of what you're eating, what you're tasting. This is the practice. And again, miracles to be had in all places at all times. There's just a breeze coming in. Right? It feels really refreshing and wonderful to me. Let's do some hip work. I'm going to sit in a chair for this. You can be down on the ground, whatever feels appropriate and right for you. I'm on the edge of a chair. My chair doesn't have wheels, so be mindful if you are on a wheeling chair there. Hips, pelvis is neutral. Reach for your right knee. Give it a little hug. I like to do this. I do this when I'm seated at a desk. I don't often do that so much anymore. I kind of sit on the ground when I work, but wherever you are, a little hug into your legs and taking these stretches, though, ankle to knee. Try to keep that right foot flexed. Sit nice and tall. Put your hands back behind you. Lift your chest. And then any amount, we're hinging forward. You can bring your elbows in front of your shins, your palms. I like to keep my palms facing up. And then go ahead and drop your head, your neck. The inhale, the exhale. You're down on the ground. You can stack an ankle to the knee. You can even do the second side, ankle to knee. Put that opposite foot up there. So a little hip work here. A lot of hip work. It's a great stretch for the hips. Come back up. Twist, arms up, twist to the right side. Put your left hand against your right thigh. Push the hand into the thigh into the hand. Twisting and opening. I have my hand on the back of my chair. So grab hold of something. It could be the ground, your chair, your seat. And as I'm sitting here, things are shifting. I hear, experience a little cracking in my spine. Use your breath. Good. Come back up to center, reach up. Exhale, everything intentional. Drop your arms down. Undo that right foot. Let's hug the left knee into your chest and fold it here, forward and back. Glutes, you can massage out your glutes here. Nice deep breath, ankle to knee, flexing of that left foot, keeping it nice and open and spacious. You can be mindful, right? We're trying to keep the shin in line with the knee. And if you look down there, your shin is in line between your second and third toe. If that's not happening for you, if there's a big sickling happening, make an adjustment, right? That leg might be hanging up a lot. That's kind of where I started my practice many years ago. It takes time to open up the hips. So open yourself up, float your arms up and forward, up, and then forward you go. So taking that forward bend, breathing in, breathing out, and settling in, right? This side again for me is very tight, not just in the hips, but the top shoulder of mine. So notice where you are, be present wherever that is. Inhaling, exhaling. Remember, there's miracles around. Go ahead and lift up, sweep your arms. Maybe it's a miracle you can even do this, right? Where many of us are so kind of bound up, open up in our body, and often we don't realize it until the body really starts talking or screaming at us. Turn and twist and open and breathe. Right. And as the longer we sit and experience these very particular forms, right, and shapes, things will shift. I suddenly feel it now. The outer hip is working to open. Good. And then come back to center, arms up. Oh, good. Use your breath and undo, undo. Shrug up the shoulders. Mindfulness. Okay, the moment you can stay here for your meditation practice. Actually, I will do that today. I'll stay here. You can go on the ground. Typically, I do spend time in a cross-legged position, but I do like to shift and change it up. So feet underneath you, hips, right? You feel your hips. Again, I'm seated at the edge of the chair so that the spine can really flow naturally. There's natural curves happening in the spine, and the instruction is clear. It's upright and steady. I'm taking an imaginary string and attaching it to the top of the head and just giving myself a little tug. Can I open up? Can I open up? Hands down on your thighs. Turn your palms up. I'm just going to slide my left hand into the palm of the right hand and gently touch the tips of the fingers, the thumbs. And here now, so we're transitioning now from moving, right? Very physical posturing, awareness of the body to awareness first of the posture. Of course, we situated our seat. We are attentive and mindful in our seat. Spine is upright. And then the breath comes in. We shift our awareness to our breath. So it's like peeling an onion. You keep going in a little bit deeper from the gross physical body to the more subtle body, right? Into the breath. And it's sitting there. Many of us, most of us, I often just stay here in my breath, right? Counting my breath, being careful and mindful of the breath, aware of the breath. You might be able to slip in a little bit deeper, under the breath, and just come into the awareness. So you let the breath go now. You start to let the breath go. And just awareness of the whole. So I feel my body, I experience my breath. I can hear the ambient sounds around me. Yet my attention, my awareness doesn't go there. My awareness is here, it stays here. So we get to a level of concentration, of sinking in. And then we might go in even a little bit beneath that, from concentration into a full awareness, meditative consciousness. And I am extremely fortunate, very grateful for the moments and literally moments that I've ever attained that sort of awareness, that meditative absorption. So this is a practice. I go back to my physical body. I'm already back there. And you just keep playing like this over and over again. Infinitely interesting, this moment. Awareness of body, awareness of breath, sensations in the body. Awareness, mindfulness, mindfulness, this moment. Start to and deepen your breath, being intentional, deep and mindful, full body breathing. You feel it at the soles of your feet. You might wiggle your toes. Let it go up your spine, down into your arms, to the tips of your fingers, and you can wiggle your fingers. Let your eyes open. Go ahead and lift your arms. Your palms are facing forward. Be intentional. Your hands meet in a prayer. And go back to your intention for this day's practice. And hold that intention with great compassion, great kindness, mindfulness. We have the great privilege of not just practicing for the benefit of our own being, but for the benefit of all beings. So as you exhale, palms pressing, separate your hands and intentionally send that energy, that intention out into the world. May all beings be free. May all beings be safe. May all beings be healthy. Bring your hands back together and go slow. Your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in and empty, empty. Namaste to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for the privilege, the honor of guiding you through this practice this day. My name is Evalena, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.